Hello, hello, hello.
Hello everyone.
Quinton, hello. Tamara, PokiPair, hello. How are we?
Dean, thank you
Good,
for
good.
inviting us. Thank you. We're very good on a Saturday night, being interviewed for our first time ever.
I'm surprised. I know there's not many podcasts like this in Ireland anyway, but I'm still surprised.
Exactly. First place to do it. What better place to do it? We were very excited to see your show start when it started, and we were like, "Will we get invited?"
Yeah. Like,
Will we get enough? And then you invited us, and it was an instant yes. So very happy.
It's crazy. Everybody says the same thing. Everybody's like, I was wondering if you're going to ask me to come on. And I'm like, you're more of a bigger deal than I am. That's why I'm asking you to come on. But I think it was Senpai Collector. When I texted him, I think he said something like, "Bro, I thought you were never going to ask me. What are you taking so long for?"
that sounds like him.
Yeah, that's my best impression of him. All right, what's up, everyone else that's in the chat? The chat is lively this evening. My scroll bar is getting smaller, like in front of my eyes. It's you guys are active tonight. Right, we'll say a couple of hellos to everybody in the chat, and then we'll spend a bit of time with our guests. We're at 19 people in already, so I appreciate everybody jumping in. Who have we got? Kulchi. So Kulchi TCG has a bit of a reputation for being the first one in the chat. Even if I like prepare the live at like 2:00 in the day, he'll just come in, say hello, and then come back later. So Kulchi, I apologize. This wouldn't have happened only for Quinton in our little tech test. Was like, are you planning on like putting the stream up? And I was like, oh dear. So Kulchi, welcome in. Gary, welcome in. Phantom, what's going on? Jack is in. Phantom Pulls. You recognize Phantom Pulls?
Yes, of course.
I feel like Phantom Pulls is like semi-famous, but no one actually knows who Phantom Pulls is. Phantom, I guess. Phantom Pulls, if you're going to the show, make sure you come up and say hello.
Yeah, exactly. He came to the show and said, "Hey, I'm Phantom," and it was like finally, like your name is where you're on all the Facebook groups, all the WhatsApp groups, the Instagram groups, in every community you can imagine, always there, uplifting everyone else. Thank you, Phantom, as always.
Absolutely. What a guy. And I haven't met him. So please come up and say hello, because I don't know who you are. So
you guys missed each other at Emerald then, because he was also at Emerald.
Yeah.
I was at Emerald.
Yeah,
he didn't say hello.
In fairness, I was busy.
it was super busy.
All right, look, they're defending you. We'll give you that, Phantom. You better say hello at the next one. Who else have we got? My wife is in. Good. You better be. Rip Them Packs. Emma is in. Hey, Emma. Hope you're doing good. Pokebran is in. Shane is in. Evan's in. Ooh, we got the whole crew in. PokiPair's in the chat. We got Poke Nation Air, which is Aaron. Welcome in. Dodgepod is in. Andrew's in. A lot of people in. We're busy. Don't forget to like the podcast. That's good shout, Jack. Good shout, Jack. All right. Kelly Oggs is in watching the chat. He's not with us in this one, but Ron will be joining us shortly. Ron is on fatherly duties with his little baby, so Ron has to do what he's told by the baby, by the way. The baby's changing sleep schedule right now, so Ron,
Gotta adapt.
Yeah, gotta adapt, gotta be a good dad and do your job. Have I said hello to everybody? Laurie is in. Laurie's joining in from the States. How are you, Laurie? Good to see you in.
Hey, Laurie.
I saw Dino at Crystal, but I avoid the camera and all that. Dublin Card Show, I'll say hello. Phantom, I won't put you on the thing. Just come up and say hello, and then even if you're in the camera, I'll clip it. You're good. Say hello to me. Give me a hug. Shake my hand.
It's a big thing to approach someone with cameras. It shows, like we spoke about it briefly at Irish Gaming Market. It's always like a weird thing. Even the first time we ever did anything that wasn't in a controlled environment was when we went to Netherlands and had to film like in the streets and in the elevator and in the car and like show the journey. It was
so weird for us.
It was so weird. So weird.
Yeah, it's like even so. Obviously, I bring the camera to pretty much every show I go to, and like the last one I was doing the challenge, you know, opening a pack from all the vendors, whatever. Even going up to you guys, and I know you guys, and I know Senpai and a lot of other guys. I feel bad walking straight up with the camera. And I'm like, should I go up beforehand? But then it's less natural and that kind of. So it's a weird thing.
Yeah,
It's a weird thing.
it is a weird thing.
But bear in mind, anybody who's ever on my camera or anybody else's camera, you can always ask them to not. We can clip you. We won't have to put you in. So
exactly. And like you said, it's like that if you don't want to be in, I'm not going to take any offense. You know, it's your choice. You don't want to be in it. You don't want to be in it.
Of course. Like the stars of my last video, the people who I gave the cards to at the end, they were initially in the video, but then afterwards they were like, hey, we're not actually comfortable with being in it. And I was like, no problem. They actually tried to give the cards back because they were like, oh, we don't want to be in the video, so please give the cards to someone. I was like, no. You keep the cards. It's good. I just won't put you in.
The
so
moment
yeah.
was real. It wasn't just for the video, you know, like
it was not just for the video. That I promise that was not my brother behind it. No, it wasn't. All right, guys. So we are 10 minutes in, and we've just waffled as always. But I said hello to everybody. I think if I didn't say hello to everybody, hello everybody. We will get stuck into a bit of a chat. As always, if you put any questions in that we don't get during the stream, we will give you guys time at the end. So if you've got a good question and we miss it, make sure you come back to us at the end. Other than that, I will now do my impromptu intro that I'm about to make up right now. Guys, episode 15. We are very happily, very kindly joined by Quinton and Tamara, aka PokiPair, who are running the Pokemon business, and they vend, and they introduce the whole country to simplified Chinese, and they do YouTube. I don't think there's anything these guys don't do in the Pokemon space in Ireland. And I want to start off with a thank you to you guys for two things. First of all, coming into the podcast, and second of all, which I didn't mention to you guys before, you guys gave me some advice a long time ago. I don't know if you remember what the advice was.
It would have been him, I'm sure.
I would say it was probably a microphone advice.
Yes, it was actually just everything. Yeah, I don't know how. You were like saying, you're basically telling me I was terrible at YouTube. You didn't. But I don't know how we got into a conversation, and this genuinely was a year and a half maybe ago. It was way back when you guys were doing box breaks a bit more regularly. My YouTube was appalling. And I don't know how we got into a conversation, maybe after one of your streams or something. And, I was constantly just every week buying packs, opening packs. And simple advice, but you were like, take a break. Well, what you guys did was take a break from making the content for a while, put the money towards equipment and improving the setup. And then those little changes will help. And they did help. So thank you for that advice a long time ago.
Okay. Yeah. Anytime.
That's a reasonable one. That's a Quinton advice.
Yeah. I love knowing what's the best way to do things. Research what are the people doing, and my favorite part of all of that is always just sharing it with people, especially if I can see that they would be open to it. So I appreciate you listening, and it makes a difference. Just small tiny upgrades to your equipment can make a big difference.
Big time. At the time I was having like all sorts of issues. Lighting was terrible. There was like shadows everywhere. And that was even something like small little tips like that was like having multiple lights to like cancel out shadowing. Like all that stayed in my head. And a lot of the things when I'm making adjustments, I'm like, Quinton said, don't have shadow. So that still stays with me. So I really do appreciate that advice way back when. It meant more than you might have thought at the time. Right, let's get stuck in. Let's start off with you guys, and let's go back to the very start. A lot of people may not know, but the accents are South African, right?
Yeah.
What's the deal? Just go from there. What's the deal?
Well, basically moved over because I wanted to do my master's in psychology, so moved over for my master's. And then we stayed here. So
that was it.
We wanted a better life than what's offered in South Africa. Just safety reasons, money wise, and Ireland spoke English, so it was probably at the top of the list with the UK.
Correct. Correct. Ireland also at that time was the only European country that was allowing South Africans in, believe it or not. So, you know, other European countries are very strict, especially with South Africans. Ireland did not have, at that point in time, they've changed it recently. They allowed South Africans to come over visa free for holidays for a good while, a good period of time. And if anyone wants to know why that's actually a thing, you might not know it, but I've actually learned why South Africa was allowed to come to Ireland of all the European countries, because usually European countries follow the same law. But the South African Constitution was written in Dublin, and it was written alongside Irish people. So for that reason, there was kind of special concessions made for South Africans, and that's why South Africans was allowed to come to Ireland for visa-free for a few months. So that's a very, very interesting connection between Ireland and South Africa. That
had no idea. No idea. That's crazy. I did not know that at all.
Yeah. Even myself was very surprised with that, and it was literally written in Dublin, in one of the hotels. That actually changed that rule, unfortunately.
About a year ago. Yeah.
And luckily, we got our entire family to come visit right before they changed that. I think they changed it the week as they arrived or something.
Something like that.
And it was like out of the blue, they just said, cool, visas is done for South Africans. They need to now go through the process. But luckily, they came through. They saw Ireland, and we stayed. And another big reason for me personally, the reason why we said it makes sense, is that Ireland has a big tech scene. I work in tech. That's my background. That's what I do full time. So there's a very busy industry in that sense in Dublin. So it kind of made sense to come over. English was a big part of that. You know, we were kind of choosing between, I think it was Netherlands, Wales, and Ireland. And basically, Wales stopped offering the program midway us doing research, so that became not an option. Netherlands was then the second one, but then we were worried about language barrier, even though that's kind of a bit of my root and my heritage is it goes back to Netherlands. But at the end of the day, Trinity had the program you wanted to do. It was in English as well. She got in, she applied, she didn't think she'd get in, she got accepted. She came over, and then COVID happened. The COVID happened as you were studying, and then I quit my job, converted all the money to euros, like, you know, everything's ready to go, and then COVID came.
Well, actually backtrack, because I actually moved over by myself first for my master's. Right. He was going to come over like the second year of my master's, and then literally after half a year of my master's, then COVID hit. So then I flew back home because they were like, okay, we're shutting down the country. So I was like, cool, let me go home. And it felt, I think it was like a weird time because I was working at a school. So it fell just before like the Easter holiday or something. So I was like, perfect, Easter with the family. But then landed up getting stuck there for like 6 months. But won't complain because got to have like a whole extra 6 months with the whole family.
Yeah.
And then we came here.
Then we came over together. It was my first time ever leaving South Africa, coming to Ireland. I've never left South Africa before that. You know, like I'm talking like the borders of South Africa even. So that was a big thing for me to go to a complete foreign country. Tamara's been overseas at this point, so a little bit more used to that. But for me, it was a complete and utter, you know, big moment to go overseas.
Just
Europe.
Just moved.
Yeah, during COVID.
Jeez.
It was a great time because we love to tell people about our travels around Europe as COVID was kind of slowing down. There was not a lot of places open. You know, we went to France, we went to the Louvre. We saw Mona Lisa with no one in the room. We saw the whole Louvre without, you know, crowds of people. Yeah. We saw Ireland without a lot of people. You know, that sounds strange to say, but like you could walk around Dublin and there was no one there. You could go to Phoenix Park, there was no one there. It was a surreal time to move, especially South Africa to Ireland, and that was a move that we planned for about 2 years. It was not a quick decision. It was very, we got to do it, and we did it. I came over, I got a job. You finished your masters, and we have, you know, been here ever since. We're planning to buy a house soon. So, you know, 2 feet down in the ground, as they say.
That's crazy. Just 2 quick things from the chat. Kulchi, thank you for the gifted memberships. You're outrageous.
Thank you so much.
It's like an addiction that he has. And you are getting a lot of compliments on the accents in the chat, just so you know.
Everyone always says Quinton has a lovely accent.
I'm shocked multiple times in those like 3 minutes that you spoke. First of all, I always thought you guys were here a lot longer. So what, like 2019, 2020?
2020 August.
Yeah, I was here 2019.
Wow.
So it's been 5 years. I just got my 10-year visa, so I can stay for 10 more years. But I'm going to apply for naturalization. Initially, we thought that we would go with Portuguese because that's Tamara's heritage. So that's the thing about South Africans, right? Is we are South Africans, but we all come from not South Africa at some point in history. You know? So my family arrived in South Africa in the 1600s. I'm not too sure when yours arrived, but yours is half Portuguese. Your gran?
My great grand's from Ireland. She's from Tipperary, if I said that right.
You did say it right. Yes, you did say Tipperary.
So
that's
it's funny actually when we found out that your great grand is actually from Ireland.
Yeah.
Your best friend has also got an Irish passport.
Yeah, but she's in the UK now.
She's in the UK, but she's also in South Africa.
Yeah.
So that's the thing about South Africans is everyone came from somewhere.
Yeah.
At some it's a relatively new country in the grand scheme of things. South Africa, the Republic of South Africa as well. So yeah, came to Ireland. We're here to stay. Big adjustment for the weather, we'll say that.
Yeah.
Very big adjustment.
We're still adjusting to the weather.
So
that's I'm already blown away by like the fact that you guys are here for less time than I thought. That's crazy, and the thing about the Constitution being written here as well.
I know that's my favorite story to tell at this point. And that's the thing. What Ireland has done to me is that like I've turned into a tour guide because there's all these interesting things about Ireland. There's so much history and buildings and people and my boss who is from Donegal. I think you're also from Donegal.
I live in Donegal, not from, but yeah, I live in Donegal. Yeah.
Okay, important distinction.
Yes.
So, he loves telling stories, about Ireland, and a lot of things I pick up from him, and I just kind of share that with the family, and they're always very impressed. So it works.
We are good storytellers, to be fair. We are good storytellers. Sorry, if I look like off the screen, I'm just keeping an eye for Ron in case he's any issues getting in case he texts me or anything. So if you think I'm being rude, I'm just keeping an eye for him. No, that is crazy. So was the only intention to do your master's and then go back?
No, we kind of come over with the intention that we'd likely stay in Europe. We just didn't know it was going to be here in Ireland. But we loved it so much. Like we got stable jobs. Obviously, we built our life in these 5-6 years. So. And
this business, PokiPair, I think
we could never have done back home.
Not as quickly, not as easily, and not with the international aspect of things. So that's what we do really focus on is thinking worldwide and how can we reach customers all over the world. And I just don't think that would have been as easy to do from South Africa. I think we would have had to focus holistically only on South Africa if we were in South Africa. So I think being in Ireland gave us that kind of edge to be international and reach a very wide audience with what we do. And and I think it was still for us just a decision that we'll stay in Europe. If we did move, you know, we would kind of stay in the zone. At that point, when we decided to come to Europe, we didn't actually know Tamara had a European passport. You know, she didn't even have her Portuguese passport or anything. You would, you know, if you're born South African, call it a day, that's it.
Yeah.
But with the climate that's changed and such in South Africa, some people look at different options. We figured out that her dad is Portuguese. We can get a passport through that. So for us to know that, okay, we have a means to move around in Europe, that was kind of the only thing we wanted to have before we decided to leave.
Amazing. I love the story already. We haven't even talked about Pokemon yet. I'm fascinated.
It's beyond the packs.
It is beyond the packs. This really is beyond the packs. Let's dabble into the packs a little bit, because you mentioned it there. So before you guys came here, was Pokemon a thing for you in South Africa? Like, as I don't mean like the Pokemon exist, but were you guys into Pokemon?
Yeah, so collectors as kids, I still have like my childhood collection, but we actually met playing Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
So.
Wow.
Back in 2016.
Yeah. So Pokemon's been there since day one. Pokemon Go was very popular in South Africa, as it was anywhere in the world. I made a group on Facebook. It became the de facto group of Pokemon Go in South Africa. We started organizing events around the country. We had an event at a casino. 2,000 people came to the event. You know, it was just like hey guys, let's meet here. And we went there. The casino contacted me and said, hey, you know, we didn't talk about this. Like, you don't have permission to just tell to come to the casino, and because it had like a big courtyard.
Yeah, outside.
And basically just said, let's meet at 8:00 in the courtyard at the casino. 2,000 people came. We reached the local news, you know, came to interview us. We had a treasure hunt. We literally filled up the entire courtyard. She was one of the people there. We met, we started talking, literal, you know, love at first sight, as they say, and being involved from then till now. We died down coming here. Like that was like a part of it in terms of when we met. And then, you know, that kind of went in the background. And then we came to Ireland. And then Tamara, I think we saw a PokiPair video.
Yeah, he showed me a PokiPair video, which was probably the biggest mistake, but not really. Because like, you watch a PokiPair video and you have to get hyped. Like, he's a real hype man for
absolutely
packs.
Especially as the only creator we've seen so far in Pokemon.
Yeah, so we were like, cool, we really want to open packs. Didn't think about going to the store. We were just like, let's see what we can get off Amazon. So I just bought Japanese packs. Didn't actually know what I was getting. Hey, Ron.
Oh, all right. Let's hang on. You're not on yet, Ron. Put that back on. Put that back on. If you're brave enough to start off with it, keep it on.
But yeah, I ordered the Japanese packs. We opened them and then literally got hooked from like 5 packs.
Yeah.
So.
And like she before she bought the packs, I told her, I remember it vividly. I literally said to her, if you click buy on these packs, our lives are going to change. Because I just knew how me and her operate when it comes to getting into
something like, we really like.
That's and also collectibles or like that. I've got a big interest, not interest, like I enjoy gambling. Not like going to a casino and gambling.
No, me either. Definitely not.
Just, I can't help that. And I think Pokemon, with that aspect, us collecting, it's trouble. And I told her, if you buy this, our lives are going to change.
We're done.
And literally,
we're cooked.
It completely changed, utterly and completely changed in every way. And it just escalated and built and built. And every week we would like get on the call with the family, and then we tell them like, oh, you know, we bought more, or hey, We bought a whole box. We didn't just buy a few packs. We bought a whole box. And
I think they were definitely getting concerned.
I would imagine.
We obviously had a budget, but like we never ever stick to budgets. So it definitely escalated.
Right, we'll take a quick moment to welcome in my co-host, the Green Ranger, Rhinosaurus.
good evening.
Good evening.
Love it.
Heat nothing.
Sorry, I made you put it back on, but you were hiding in the room with it on, so you had to bring it on.
Yeah, I was going to put the full get-up on. I was like, nah. How are we, everyone?
It's actually getting a bit hot. I think I saw it was like 12 degrees. There's a little bit of a peak of summer that's starting to show. So surprising. It's actually quite hot, even tonight.
Yeah, it is. It's so wet. The bloody rain is outrageous.
Yeah.
I know, that too.
Ron, did we get a nice fancy haircut?
No.
No?
No.
You did?
No, just washed.
You washed yourself. Good job. We've been asking you to do it for a while. Let me catch you up, Ron. So we kind of just said hello to the chat. We just started talking about Pokemon before you come in. The guys gave us their backstory on coming over from South Africa and that Tamara was coming over for her masters. You missed all the juicy stuff. We won't make them repeat the whole thing. You can watch it back later.
I'll watch it back.
But right now they're just telling us how they started getting into. They met through Pokemon Go, which is amazing.
Oh really?
Yeah, Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Oh my god. What year? When it released, like?
Yeah.
Literally, I think it was literally June, July. So like 2-3 months after that, had an event. I organized an event at a casino. 2,000 people pitched. She was one of them. We met, and that's it.
The rest is history.
Literally. Yeah.
That's so cool. What a story.
I know. Like it's the game about catching things. It's the irony is palpable in that, catching your wife while playing Pokemon Go.
And then going into business together in Pokemon.
What a story. I don't think I've ever met or come across anybody whose relationship started through Pokemon. It's insane. We're literally 30 minutes in and you've blown me away with like 3 different facts. 4 maybe already. Yeah, 4 if you think about the 2,000 people gathering in the casino without permission. Wild. Who are you guys?
that event was actually one of 3 events. So there was the Johannesburg event, the Durban event, and the Cape Town event. So I think in total, the group behind this Facebook group that we made, I think we probably gathered like 6,000 to 7,000 South Africans at the same time. We literally made the local news. They like came and interviewed the people in Cape Town, and it aired that night. That in itself is a whole podcast, because I thought my life was going to change because of this group, because we had like the local Nintendo guys in South Africa reaching out. We had sports brands asking us, can they sponsor us clothes with like names on the back. We had all sorts of things happening, and I took a week off from work to like actually just give attention to this thing. And then as things are hyped and it just dies away, it was literally over. It was like literally 15 minutes of fame. I was like the most important person in South Africa for like 2 weeks, and then it's just gone and done and over.
You're still the most important person to Tamara, so that's good.
Exactly. There you go.
We're having a romantic episode this week, everybody.
Wow.
As well, just before we continue on, Bran, you did give me a little reminder there. Ron, if you want to talk to that for a moment or two.
What is it?
You're not seeing the podcast screen, are you?
No.
All right. Bran basically asked, do you have an announcement to make later on today?
Oh, I do, yeah. We'll wait. No panic.
Yeah, just stay tuned. If it looks like the episode is ending and our guests come off the podcast but stay in the room, just stay.
Yeah.
Just to be safe.
Yeah. Around
Right.
9:30.
Around that, yeah. Right.
Ish, you know.
Right, guys, no more interruptions. Ron's here. He's showered. He's washed. He's Green Ranger. Pokemon Go. We're back where we were. So they were saying after some PokeRev inspiration and a big decision to buy some packs online, it all went downhill in a good way from there.
Yeah.
Pretty much. We even filmed the first packs.
Yeah, it was atrocious though.
And it was like, you know, we bought the packs. We were like, okay, you know what? Maybe we should film this, because we were like so deep in the source of PokeRev.
Yeah.
You know, like he's filming it, we should film it. So simple.
Of course.
What if you
And
hit something unbelievable?
Exactly. And then I don't think we got anything. We
No,
got a rainbow.
No, we didn't, because it was loose Japanese packs, so they were 100%
yes,
weighed.
Yeah.
Firstly.
Yeah.
Oh, we.
Yeah. You did get a rainbow though.
I
And
don't
I
think
think-
in those packs.
I thought they were also fake because I didn't know about the
The
backs. Because the Japanese were different. And I was like, look, now you bought fakes as well. Look at you, I told you not to buy these things. Our life's going to change. Don't do it. And now you bought fake ones as well.
And I think what he did after that, he was like, okay, I'm going to get you a real box. And then he bought a full a booster box for me.
So no messing around, just a full booster box this time.
Yeah. That was it then.
That's crazy. So
What was the first booster box?
It was, what was...
What is that box?
Uh,
Phantasmal?
no, it wasn't. It's
Dark
a weird
Plasma?
It's a
name
Japanese one.
from
It's like
Sword and Shield.
purple. It's got lots of purple on it.
I'm gonna quickly check it up. Yeah, it's got Zoroark.
from Sword and
the-
Shield?
Yes,
Yeah.
It's Japanese though, right?
Japanese. Yeah.
Yeah, but that'd be still based on or there'd be an English set equivalent.
Dark
Dark
Nah.
Phantasmal. Is that?
I was
Yes.
close.
Yeah.
What was the English equivalent? Darkness Ablaze?
No.
No
Let's
clue.
see.
I don't know.
So this has got the Hisuian, Arcanine, Spiritomb, Parasect, Gengar. It's with the trainer galleries.
Lost Origin.
Lost Origin.
be, yeah.
That Gengar where he's like sitting around, there's loads of food around and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, Lost
Yeah,
Lost
yeah,
Origin.
yeah,
Yeah,
Lost
yeah,
Origin.
yeah, yeah.
So it had the Tina.
No, without the Tina. This
What had the
one,
Tina?
the Tina was in one of the like Arceus or something. The
Uh,
Starbirth or
Something else,
those
yeah.
packs were very confusing. The Japanese ones. But we bought those, and then we discovered V-Star, and we were completely blown away with V-Star, Crown Zenith, of course.
fair enough.
And then just kept buying V-Star boxes. And we were blown away. Just click buy on Amazon and they just arrive at your house. It was dangerous. Dangerously easy to get. Too easy. And I think V-Star at that point was like $70 a box.
Yeah.
What's it about? 60 now?
Yeah, exactly. It's probably double. So it's fun time. I think we probably opened a case
Easily.
of V-Star. It just didn't stop. It literally didn't stop. And then we had no clue what we're doing. You know, we were filming. You should go watch those videos. It's horrible. It's horrible.
I will.
Horrible.
I plan to.
Yeah, definitely. 100%. We all start somewhere.
It is amazing to see the evolution from the first, few videos. And
Because we didn't have this camera, and you could see, like, if one of us was recording, we were talking to the other one in the background. Like, it was not planned.
Pros.
And sorry, were you buying those packs in South Africa or after you got here?
no, this
Yeah.
was all
Yeah.
in Ireland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you didn't do packs too much in South Africa. It was more Pokemon Go. Then when you came here, that's when the packs kicked in.
I think, what was the set when Pokemon Go was out? Wasn't it Evolutions? Why am I getting the idea that...
2016.
2016.
Yeah. What was the English...
I don't know.
Imagine we were going to buy packs in 2016. What would you get going into Smith's?
Oh. I wish I knew. I wish I was there. I wasn't in until Fusion Strike.
Literally, no one cared. No one paid and then I know that it did boom and people did go back in. I think I saw Evolutions, and wasn't Celebrations also somewhere there?
No, that was later. That was
a bit
in
later, I'd say.
Yeah.
Maybe Fates Collide.
Yeah. And Kellogg saying us opening side by side, that was at the Evolution. So first there was no face camera, then there was face camera, and then we did it side by side. So Kellogg is very right. Like that was a big moment for us to now both be on the camera. Both opening. Is the background okay? Is the light okay? Like 1,000 concerns, you know. And all you had to do is just switch on and start ripping packs. You know, it was as simple as that. Yeah, there you go. Evolutions and Phantom Forces.
Phantom Forces.
Oh, what a set.
So
then
I actually remember seeing those products in the toy stores in South Africa at that point in time, and I was like, wow, you know, this was a blast from the past. I literally remember the Watsy box, because I didn't participate in any card collecting ever till with Tamara. You were more in the cards as a kid. You actually had some of your cards.
Yeah, I had a lot of my cards. Yeah.
And then you contacted your family to be like,
oh yeah, right after the PokiPair video, I was like, I need to see what I have back at home. Like, got on a FaceTime call with my dad. He had to go through the garage, open the box with all the Pokemon cards, pull them all out for me, and I'm just sitting on FaceTime going, wow, there's a Charizard, there's this.
First edition Charizards lying around.
Yeah.
You actually did have a basic Charizard.
Yeah, so it was really. Yeah, so then they came on a plane trip with my mom when she came over like 2 months after that, and then they're here with us now.
No way. Yeah. That's crazy.
And there was actually some nice vintage. The big Zapdos box with Zapdos on it.
Yeah.
The 2-player something.
Yeah, I had a lot of the original old Watsy stuff.
You had a lot of Team Rocket.
Yeah. As my dad says, I'm a hoarder, so like I literally kept the boxes of everything that I opened.
I like that kind of stuff though.
I love to see all that stuff. I'd love to see it.
Same. Like when I go to so my friend Andrew or Robbo, who's might be still in the chat, but he got back into the TCG around 2016, and now whenever I go over to his place, I'm like, "Well, take out everything you got," and he's like, "Oh, here's just some bulk, and it's in like a team up booster box," and I'm just like, "Oh my god!" Empty Hidden Fates ETBs everywhere. I just like looking at the empty boxes. I'm like, oh, this is beautiful, beautiful. So I get it. Okay, so you guys are here. You're enjoying opening Japanese. You're making some YouTube content, which I didn't know you guys were doing even before PokiPair was a thing. So the PokiPair and the Simplified Chinese, what came first and how did that all...
So with us making content, as you both know, it's expensive. It's an expensive content creation path to choose. You know, there's constantly new things. There's cool things in the past that you want to open, you know, tag team, etc. Things that you've made that you always you wish you could open when you see that. So what was happening is that we were kind of just becoming a bit more conscious in what kind of content we want to do. And one of the people we followed, they opened up this very unusual box that we were very confused about when we saw it, because it didn't look like English or Japanese, and we obviously were very deep into the Japanese. And the reason we chose Japanese, which was a futile decision, is that it's harder to get than English. Like, you can just get in the car and go to Smith's and get English and open.
Yeah.
Right? There's very little stopping you, right? But again, then you can just go on Amazon and click add to cart and pay, and then just sit back, and then a week later you get it.
It was the idea that it was a lot harder for us to get the Japanese. That's why we went to Japanese.
Right.
So then we saw this person open this one box, very unusual box, and we were very intrigued by it, very confused. The packs were different, the art was different, and then what they essentially said is that, hey, this box has got tag team cards in it, right? So as I said, we joined B-Star, or English in Brilliant Stars, essentially, like that time around. And then the next big set that was going to come out was 151. That was like the big next one that we were like, whoa, they're going to do the original Kanto, 151. We were super like, wow, this is perfect time. We just joined. Now we're going back. It was unreal, and then, but anyway, back to this box. We figured out that this box was Chinese, and in it had tag team cards. And then we looked online, what's the cost of the box, because we want to open it on the channel. And we saw that the cost of the box was I think it was like 70 or, something reasonable, again, in comparison to English booster box. And again, for what you get, I think you got like 2 or 3 of 3 different sets in the box.
Yeah, and they were jumbo packs.
And there were jumbo packs. So with Chinese, you get jumbo packs, which means 25 cards in the pack.
And those at the time, jumbo packs would guarantee a hit, so it could be like a
double rare and up minimum.
Yeah.
And usually it was about 5 slots for hits, basically. Okay. So you could get like 2 V Maxes and an SR in one pack, for example. So we were like, what the hell is this? Did more research, found one website that was
very expensive website.
Was very expensive. We ordered like 3 booster boxes. The shipping was like 200 euros because it was from China. So there was one person doing it. It was very expensive. We still paid it. We got it. We opened it. Had a blast. That video was one of the first videos that did very well for us, actually, on YouTube.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the first ones that we got 1,000 views on. That we were, whoa, like people are interested in this. We are very interested in it. We want to know more about it. And then it kind of like, then we were like, okay, what's Chinese? What's this about? Figured out that at that point in time, the boxes that they were selling was tag team boxes, and you could get a Japanese sized Chinese box that had 30 packs in it, guaranteed SR, tag team boxes in Chinese for 50 a box.
Yeah, that's crazy.
At that point in time, this was 2 years ago, right? So you could literally open up tag team, tag bolt, jet black, I think, or jet bolt or something in Japanese. But basically the better side of Sun and Moon. So Chinese basically took half of Sun and Moon, put them into 3 sets, and released that as their second era release. So they started with Hidden Fates. That's technically their base set.
Right.
It was their first ever.
Not ever.
For Simplified Chinese, it was.
For Simplified Chinese, because there's an important distinction between traditional and Simplified Chinese. So traditional Chinese started printing, I think, 2 years before Simplified Chinese. And then Simplified Chinese started in 2018.
Simplified?
Yeah.
No, 2022.
Oh, sorry, I'm completely off. 2022, correct. But they started with Hidden Fates, Tag Team, and then started Sword and Shield era.
Okay.
So they flashed through that. But at that point, I think there was maybe 4 or 5 videos of people opening Chinese at that point in time when we were looking into it. There was one website in the world selling Chinese, and that was the access for Chinese, basically. Like, no one knew what it is. No one knew where to get whoever was selling it could charge whatever they wanted. And to kind of jump ahead in the story, essentially, I was like, this is unbelievable. You can get a tag team box. And at that point in time, I think a tag team box in Japanese or in English was one of those boxes that reached those 2,000 plus values. So it was like, you look at that and you're like, I'm not going to pay that to open it, right? I buy it to put it away, but I'm not spending $2,000 and opening that box. Why? Just go open up this Chinese box that's 50 a box. You get tag team, the best of tag team. They're Japanese quality. For us, it was like, how is no one else seeing this? It's so obvious. Like, I was literally like dumbstruck. how one else seeing that. And essentially bought a few boxes. We put them out for a box break. We sold out in 10 minutes, I think 3 boxes. And I like that was for me the moment where I was like, okay, there's potentially something here. And just a quick shout out, Maza James saying lots of love from South Africa. Tamara's brother just saying hi.
Wow, welcome in. Hello to South Africa.
And James also asking if it's Crystal Collects. It was Crystal Collects. Yeah. She is very much leading the charge with Chinese at that point in time. Everyone was looking at her opening it. She was doing a lot of like informational stuff. And I think it would be a lie to say that a lot of what we wanted to do in YouTube was not inspired by her.
Right.
Like format, the information, not so much just the PokiRev hype of opening things. I very much enjoy taking complex stuff and simplifying it to bite-size pieces of information. And that was the angle of our videos. And that was a big turn in our YouTube strategy with once Chinese came in, because we were like, now we can talk about something that no one else is talking about. We can simplify the information. We can make it accessible to people. And, there's a lot of stuff that happened as a result of that one video we watched where she opened up this weird looking box, the gold energy box. That's what it was called.
Wow.
And you know what? Like, I remember the first time I saw you guys and came across, I think I came across you guys through Senpai's Discord. And I had the same reaction to the first video I saw of you that you had when you saw something. I was like, what is this?
What is this?
What? Did they make these themselves? Like, what on earth are they opening? That's crazy. So when you guys were thinking of the PokiPair business, was a lot of it inspired by how well your first video did?
I mean, for us, like, we never planned the business and the YouTube was the vehicle. So that's not how that worked.
Okay.
We very much wanted to open up product, and we had so much fun recording ourselves and editing it and then sending it to her dad and him giving us constructive feedback. So he was the one that was like, so if anything where my like high standard comes from to you, Dean, that came from her dad. So he was like,
right.
What are you doing with the shadows? And like he was just like, don't give a fuck, like, no, do it right, like you can't do this, don't do that, so he was giving us a lot of guidance with that, and he's very much still involved in our business, which we'll talk about later. So he's been with us from the beginning of this journey all the way, and then it slowly evolved into the business. So what Tamara said earlier about, I think our parents started getting concerned because it was like, we started with, we're just doing packs. Now we're starting a YouTube channel. Now we're buying things and selling them to buy. And then we registered a business. And the whole family is just like, what are they doing?
Remembering the fact probably that you met through Pokemon Go. So from the get-go, they were probably like, what is happening?
Yeah. Well, that's how he's mad. I mean, it's a match made in heaven. It can only go up with Pokemon for his like fairness.
Thank you. So, there's a lot of like stumbling into the next thing that kept happening, right? None of this was planned. Yeah. None of us was us sitting up, like, let's start this business. The Chinese was the first time I was like, hey, we need to actually try do something here, right? Because essentially at that point in time, I then figured out a way to get this products, because of course there's no people in China. Chinese websites is inaccessible by the world, right? Yeah. So you can't just access marketplaces in China and such without some hoops and tricks. There were some people in the community that knew how to do that. We Go Buy, for those that know about We Go Buy, they're dead now. But that was a legendary company that was like a shopper agent. Right. You basically put links of products in a chat.
I actually forgot about that.
And then you pay these money and they go shop for you in China. and then they take pictures of everything that they've bought for you, and then they put it in a box and they ship it for you. It was stupid expensive. I can't even tell you guys how expensive it was. It took over a month to ship because I think they were literally using trains to get it to Europe, but there was no customs. It was this weird, like, you know, process to get this Chinese goods, and that's how I made our first supplier, actually, because I was like, this whole process is insane. I'm just gonna message this guy and ask him if he's willing to like just do this directly, like cut out this whole personal shopper element from the chain. Shout out to Yi. He was amazing and helped us get the business off the ground. He helped us then with the first big set we brought in. That was a new one, which was 9 Colors Gathering, which was
Evolving Skies.
Evolving Skies. And Fusion Strike. So Chinese and Sword and Shield did 2 sets at a time when they did a release. So they had a set A and a set B. So they had Evolving Skies and Fusion Strike released at the same time.
Jesus, that's strong.
So it was, exactly. So we bought a case of that. I think everything was again sold before we even had it shipped from China to us. And that was the second time that I was like, okay, this seems serious. The fact that I was able to put something up for sale, people trusted us, bought it, gave us money upfront. I don't have it in hand, and there was still that trust to do that, and sold out, and then ship it. Learn things about shipping. I think we lost a ton of money on that first one because we didn't do the shipping correctly. So a lot of people just got like crazy shipping for free, basically. And it just kind of like that grow again. Like we bought 4 boxes, moved them, sold them. Then it was a case, moved them, sold them. Then it was 2 cases, moved them, sold them. And that it was just a snowball, literally.
That's deadly.
You guys are wild. You guys are. These guys are wild. You guys are wild.
And the set at the time just before that was Primordial Arts, which is Chilling Rain. So
it's Chilling Rain and something else. What is it?
Battle Styles.
Let me ask on that and make sure I understand that 2 set thing, and a lot of people in the chat might be the same. Am I right that they did that so they could catch up with English? Am I right?
Yeah. So that is, I don't know if that's going to be their goal, is to do the same release timeline. But they are essentially still playing catch up. I think they are now in the middle of Scarlet and Violet.
I think they're going into the second half.
Yeah, the good half, because I think we finished with Twilight Masquerade and Temporal Forces, and now we're going to get into the good bit of Scarlet and Violet. So very excited for that.
So like the base set was 3 sets of 3 different sets that they released at the same time. So there was a set A, set B, set C. What they also did is combined the energy types. So like the one set was just like fire types. The second set was psychic types, and the third set was electric types. So the reason why they did all of that is basically to very much jumpstart the TCG scene in China. It didn't exist at that point in time. So traditional Chinese was printing and going, but that was more for Hong Kong, which is different to mainland China. Mainland China needed their own TCG. So they started with Hidden Fates, released 3 sets, split that entire Hidden Fates set into 3 sets, released all 3 at the same time. Then they did the second half of Sun and Moon. Then that was Sun and Moon for them, basically. Then they went into Sword and Shield. The whole of Sword and Shield era, they did dual sets. So they basically did a set A and a set B, so Vivid Voltage and base set. Then it was Battle Styles and Primordial, then Fusion Strike 9, Evolving Skies. Then it was Brilliant Stars and Silver Tempest. And then they broke up V-Star between all the sets. So
promotional items.
Yeah. So Chinese literally just, I feel like they've got this mandate of doing whatever you want. I literally believe that. And that's my favorite part of it, because there's nothing that they're basing it off. They're like looking at what everyone else did in English and Chinese, Japanese, and then they're like, cool, let's mix it all up, throw it into a box, shake it up, and then, you know, push out booster boxes, gift boxes, which is my favorite part of Chinese, is their gift
boxes. Completely different.
Super different. Printed in Japanese, you know, in Japanese factories. So you're getting Japanese quality, Japanese textures, etc. And then one last thing, and then back to you, Dean. Simplify Chinese. One other thing that they did to differentiate themselves is they put these holograms on the cards. So next time in person, you know, when you come to a stand, I want to show you. So they put these near invisible holograms on the cards, Pokeballs, and then this embossed Pokemon stamp. And they did that to help with fakes. So, you know, the elephant in the room, there's a lot of fakes in China. For Pokemon, we all know that authenticity is a very important aspect of the collector scene. And China knew that. So from the first sets, they put in these techniques to combat that. So a lot of people, when they come to us, hey, is my card fake? There's a very easy way for you to actually tell if your card is fake or not, because it's got these little fingerprints on them to tell you that. So, and that's just another favorite thing for me about Chinese, is that you can tell it's fake or not by just looking at these little fingerprints.
I would have no idea. I wouldn't, and I've opened quite a few now, simplified Chinese, and I wouldn't have had a clue. I wouldn't have had a clue.
Do they have like exclusive cards?
They do.
Oh yes. So, yeah, I think we're at just the Scarlet and Violet season, so we are up to like 28.
Last year got 28.
Yeah, 28 exclusives. So it's a good bit.
It's a good bit. And also, if I'm not mistaken, Chinese is the first card that is limited, not numbered, but there's a finite quantity of a promo. So I'm not sure if you guys have seen that Mew, the big one that sold for like $100 or something.
Yeah.
Yes. So that card there's only 1,510 of them, 151.
Okay.
So they basically, and it was given out for free as a tournament winner. So you had to win a tournament, then get put into a raffle, and then if you were picked, you got the card for free. And that card brought to $10,000, 10,000 euros, and PSA 10 is 6 digits easily.
See, I had a fear before the podcast that these guys would talk me into buying Chinese, and now I'm slowly starting to find myself like, oh.
See you next Saturday.
Let's. Oh boy, yeah. Someone actually asked Jack if the guys are vending. You guys are doing Dublin Card Show, right? Yeah, they are. I'd like to stay on kind of helping people understand how the whole simplified Chinese thing works. So there was those duo sets that they're working on to try and catch, in some way catch up with the English set. I want to talk about gem packs.
Yeah.
Explain to everyone, because I definitely understand. But what is the difference? What is the difference? What are they? Are they completely separate? Are they specialties? Explain the difference between regular sets and then the gem pack stuff.
So these would be considered as not high class sets, but they are the special sets. So they were literally created for the purpose of collectors. So there's literally no playable cards in them. So back in China, no one's buying them to play with them. That's why they're so cheap, because they were literally just made to collect and look pretty in a binder. So that was literally the purpose of them. And it just seems they're doing a bunch of themes. We've been told there's going to be 8 volumes, 7 or 8.
3 last year and then 4 this year.
Oh, and that's all?
But gem is... no, they'll just keep doing it. But they had 3 last year. They saw the success of it because gem is the absolute winner of Chinese for 2025. Like, I think that is where
it kind of put it on the map. I'd say
it absolutely put it on the map with the exclusive. per set. It was during a time where prismatic was hard to get. It was during a time of Destined Rivals, Journey Together, like very tough sets to get in stores. It was very expensive as well. And I think a lot of people flocked to Gem as a means. And that's why it was also cheap. So because it wasn't playable in China. So in China, the market there is very much a player's market, where I think the rest of the world is kind of the other way around. It's for the collectors and the streamers and the resellers, and that dominates the TCG. But in China, it's the players, right? So their tournaments, their last tournament, I think they had like 15,000 active players at their tournament, not attendees. So this is particularly bigger than other countries. So they're much more into it, and if something is playable, even if it's ugly card, it's expensive in China.
And they love their gold cards as well. I know.
So gold cards are always expensive in Chinese. That's why we don't.
His ears are perking up.
Culture TCG is in the chat. I know his ears are going to perk up for sure. That's now. I want to just buy loads of Gem. I didn't know they were purely for collect.
Yeah.
God damn it.
We've mastered set volume 1, 2. We're missing like one silly card from volume 3, and then we're obviously going to master set volume 4 now.
Yeah.
So
they're
fun.
epic.
They're very fun. It's really nice in a binder.
And
is 4 the one with the Gengar? Or 3?
That's 3.
3.
Yeah. People went nuts for that one. The moment Gengar was announced, it was like, and they just kept making it better. So Gem 1 had the Pikachu and the Liko and
Pokemon
Horizons, right? It was lovely. Then Gem 2 came out, which was like hot off the heels of Prismatic.
Yeah.
So everyone just went through Prismatic, and then Gem 2 came out with more evolutions. It was like
a breath of fresh air, I'd say.
Yeah. And people in the West was like, oh, why are they doing more evolutions? And then you kind of have to go, hold on, this is for China, it's not for the West. Like that had, it's people lose sight that other countries have different release cycles than English. Totally. So Gem 2 came out. Gem 2 I think is still our best selling product of all products ever. Gem 2's number 1, and I think we'll stay number 1 forever.
Well, it's still selling. So.
It's still selling. People love it. They can't get enough.
There's people in the chat who are great. Now I've got 7 volumes of Gem to collect too. That makes me want to start to see like what have we done? Genuinely, I have to say that idea that they're just for collectors only, that's really
enticing.
Oh, it really is. And some of the artwork is absolutely stellar. Like the evolutions with the Sleepy Umbreon, and then the ones with the Pikachu and the Gengar, the Captain Pikachu. Like some of the stuff is just stunning.
Yeah, I really love the cards. They're really, really pretty. I know a lot of the Westerners get angry because they're like, why does Chinese get all these cool cards? But I'm like, I don't care for the language. The card's cool, so it's coming in my.
Exactly.
And they're very cool.
Exactly.
Absolutely. I pulled the Captain Pikachu, but it wasn't my pack, and I didn't get to keep it. I pulled it first. And he bought it. He could have bought it from you at a card show.
Ships as well. I was like, what happens if I pull a really cool card for somebody?
It's the worst. That's crazy. I'm really happy but sad at the same time to have learned what I've just learned. I gotta say. All right, cool. So let's, I guess, unless you've anything on that part, Ron, if maybe we start tying it into the business.
Yeah, one last thing, and it directly ties to the business, right? So a big thing for us, again, going back to how there was a few videos that had Chinese, one shop selling Pokemon, Chinese Pokemon. The other last missing element to, I would say, Chinese is what do you get in these sets? Because the set names are different, the arts are different, the composition of the sets are different, the dual sets or the 3 sets. Now they've gone back to only 1 set at a time they release. and that was basically where I would say the second or the third big like level up in for us going, okay, we actually have really something special, and that was launching set lists. So on our website we have set lists that shows all the sets we just spoke about, every single card of the sets with their booster packs on the site. You know, that set list feature of our site, I can go anytime in the day and there would be 100 people on our website set list at any point in the day, 6 o'clock in the morning, 12 o'clock at night, 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the day, doesn't matter. Someone around the world is busy looking at our set lists. We get about 1 million impressions a month just on set lists. It's because we've become the de facto set list destination on the website. Google loves us because people spend hours on our site, and that's good signals to Google. People stay on your website, not just get to it, look at it, and then leave. So, you know, people are sitting there, they're looking at it, they're looking at it, they're looking at it, they're going to the next one, they're going to the next one. So us creating the set list was, I think, the final leg and part of the foundation of what really put PokiPair on the map. I can see a difference before in the business and after launching set lists. You know, I can look at my Google Analytics, and before it was kind of like trickling along. And then there's a clear marker in the stats when we launch set lists, and it just like 20 times, basically within a week, where people, you know, started using this. So streamers use it, businesses use it, collectors use it. So many people use it. And going back to PokiRev,
I was going to mention this.
we woke up and we had like 10 notifications on Discord, and people were like, did you see what PokiRev did? And we're like, no. And they were like, they talked about you. And we're like, what? And then PokiRev literally gave a shout out to us with our set list, like literally in the intro, seen by millions. It was ridiculous. Seeing the person that got us into it actually use our site, use our set list, recommend it to people, and tell people, you know, hey, these people are so good at what they're doing with their set list, go check them out. Like that was for us a completely, like the biggest moment.
Yeah.
The biggest moment.
moment.
Yeah.
And it was something I was going to mention as well. Not even just the set lists on the website, but just the general information and detail and, you know, description of things and explanations of the sets, all that stuff, all the blogs. Your website is an incredible resource. So for all the people that are showing a bit of interest in the chat, like, oh my God, I need to know more, their website, PokiPair.com, it is more than just a store. Go and go into all the other sections. It's crazy what they have there. And I'm not surprised that I did watch that PokiRev video because I was in your Discord when it was all popping off. What an achievement. Like, what an achievement.
Yeah. I know. It's insane. And, you know, we actually started like putting in future videos, like, go look at our set list as featured on PokiRev. And for me, like, validation is always amazing. And hearing that from someone that brought you into it, because it genuinely was him. We didn't know any single person in this industry before we really joined the Discords and the Facebook groups and all of that. Before it was just PokiRev, and you know, now he's talking about our website. It's
unbelievable. Wow,
it's unreal.
And you know what? Like, you guys could have just done the breaks and you could have just set up the store and done your social media, but to have the idea that we need to put more behind this simplified Chinese, we need to give those set lists, we need to put the explanation, the detail. It's clever, it's considerate, it's just, the website is just genius. It's brilliant. Yeah. So hats off to you guys. It's incredible.
Thank you.
Round of applause in the chat.
Yeah. It was to make it accessible for everyone, because like we struggled to get like what the hell is in these sets, and then Quinton found found a way to get the information on the sets, and he spent hours. Like, he had to screenshot every card, and then we had to upload them, crop them, and then
talking 10,000 screenshots.
Yeah.
Taken by hand.
So there's a lot of work behind it, but we wanted everything to be accessible, all the information. I remember when we were originally looking for it, we looked to somebody like Crystal Collects, and we were chatting with her at the time, but she'd make remarks like, just go watch my video. But like, we know that's not the format everyone always wants to go get information. They just want to read. Sometimes they do want to watch. So we wanted to make sure we had the information available for anyone that wants information. And then that's when we also kind of started writing the articles, which gave information per, I think we only started in the Scarlet and Violet era, but we wanted to make sure like everyone knew all the info there was about the articles that were coming out too, especially because you don't know what cards are coming in, what sets are combined. So we just want everything to be accessible, really.
Wow. So we don't need PokeBeach anymore.
We actually get frustrated with them because they
make up names.
They make up these horrible names.
And
people follow them, and then everyone calls things their names.
But it's not the right name, because we often refer to our actual suppliers and like our one friend, and then like we talk with them in how to translate the name. So it's proper names, but we can see where PokiBeach gets it, because he literally just Google translates and he pulls that. It's not accurate.
I mean, there was one set that he called Eternal Birth.
Yeah.
And I was like, I just don't see that as a product name. Eternal. How does any person think to put Eternal Birth? I get really frustrated.
I'm thinking about that more in detail. I'm like, that's not even a thing.
And what did we call it?
It's Eternal Beginnings.
We called it Eternal Beginnings.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes more sense than Eternal Birth.
Correct. And you can see the connection between birth and beginnings.
Yes.
It is a big, that's right. But our philosophy is, what's the translation? What does it really mean? What does it truly mean? Can you productify it? Like, Evolving Skies, that's a name that people thought of. That's also not the only name. They thought of 5 other names and kind of, tinkered on it until they got to something that flows easily off the tongue, doesn't sound ridiculous, sounds cool, to a degree. So, picking the names for sets, there's a bit of a responsibility in it that I feel we have, because so many people refer to us. Shops copy us relentlessly. We have fights all the time with shops just taking our information, taking our graphics, and just putting it up. The best part is when we make a mistake and they copy the mistake, and then you can see the mistake.
Never change it. So like,
that's the best part for me, is when I see people take the mistakes and they don't even know it themselves. So the names and that's the part of like who gets it out first, because if we get it out first, people take our name, and then when PokiBeach gets it out first, people take their name. So there's a bit of lore behind names in PokiBeach. Now that you actually brought it up, I have invisible wars with these people.
What have I done?
That's crazy. But I mean, it means something if you guys are in that situation, right? If people are taking your information, you've done something right in the first place, right? What I dare you to do is put really bad mistakes, let them take it, and then you fix it.
I have made atrocious mistakes though, and it's like it's happened like a few times recently where I've made a mistake and then that post goes viral.
Yes.
And I'm like, oh my god, and it's a bad spelling error, or I've mixed something up, and like
people point it out.
Yeah.
Oh, you made this mistake, and we're like, we know.
But quite often people don't realize that there is this mistake, and it just keeps being spread. So at least our content with my mistakes in it.
Press is press at the end of the day, right?
Yeah.
Crazy.
So it must be just constant then updating.
It is. It's a lot of work. The articles take a lot of time. We have a bit of a ghostwriter that helps us. Her dad, you know, he's been writing for many, many, many years, magazines. So he brings in this like fun element into the article. And I laugh so hard when I read these articles when it comes back from him, because Tamara like writes the technical, you know, skeleton to this article. And then he just comes with these like, just I can't even describe what it is.
It's real dad joke stuff.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Nothing.
Like,
so
it's our
you know,
humor.
it's that, it's the set list, because the set list is again another race. Whoever's first on Google, because you know other people have copied our set list idea, because set list did not exist until we made it, and then a few people copied the idea like very quickly after us. So there's a Google's arms race in who appears first for the set list, because the set list gets big numbers, you know, when you're first. Like Gem 4, I think, is on 200,000 views, that page on our site. And that's just images of the cards. So trying to be first is very important for us. So Tamara has nailed down to being able to predict when Chinese is going to announce the sets. And then it's like, we can't do anything this morning, like Sunday morning, everything was down. So at the moment they announce it, we've got the product image up, we've got the everything you need to know, we've got the set list up, and it's this whole orchestra that happens for like 2 hours of us just like go. And then once it's out, it's good. You know, then there's that like relief that it's done, and it can now, you know, put in the work online with SEO and all of that to do what it needs to do. So that's what really is trying to be first with the information.
I love that. That's such a good race. Like the two of you are in together. That's so cool. And obviously nerve-wracking as well.
It is. Yeah. It is. And then and you don't want to make mistakes. You want to choose a stupid name. And often the suppliers, they're actually relying on us now in terms of like what names to call these things, because you know they know the Chinese word for it, of course. And then they're like, so what do you guys think? What should it be? This or that, or this or that. So it's real fun, and we've grown very good friends with our suppliers. You know, these people, know them, we know what they're up to. We know they're all on holidays at the moment, you know, celebrating Chinese New Year. You know, there was a big push like a week ago to get all our work done with them so that they can go on holidays. We had to like prepare stock for 3 months in advance with all the shows coming up, because sourcing things in China takes a bit of time. So yeah, we have good fun, and we're busy a lot. We've learned this year to go a bit slower and just claim back a bit of our time, especially on weekends. You have to. And with us not doing as much YouTube, that's also kind of slowed down a bit, because editing videos, you guys both know, is a lot of time. That's a job in its own, literally. Just that.
Yeah.
Satisfying though.
It is.
It is.
No, I hate it.
Only at the end. Only at the end. But yeah, you know, April Fools is coming up. You have a big opportunity there to fool a lot of people.
Yeah, exactly.
Some big mistakes in those articles. When did you guys, was PokiPair the YouTube name?
It was.
Yeah,
it was. Yeah.
Did we have another? No, it was just.
No,
PokiPair.
it was PokiPair from the beginning. It was PokiPair. I think there wasn't even another name really. I think we just went simple Pokemon and 2 people and PokiPair. That's the end of it.
So then,
you know, right?
The like. At some point, I assume you guys went, okay, we're being a business here. We're what was that like mindset change? How did that, you know, change how you collect? You know, what did it look like when you guys were like, okay, we're a business now. We're going to treat this a bit differently. What was that like?
I think what changed things for us to make it real serious was so 9 Colors Gathering launched early in the year, like I think February or March, and then it was, what was the set after that?
Shadow of the Blue Sea. So Lost Origin and Brilliant Stars.
Correct. And then it was Brave Stars.
Oh yeah.
which was V-Star cards,
Yeah.
basically, or Crown Zenith cards. So around Brave Stars, just before Gem 1 and just before they released their 151 sets in Chinese, the story is pretty intense, but that kind of changed a lot for us. So in December, they announced Gem 1, they announced Collect 151, which is the 151 of Chinese. At that point in time, Chinese was not known. There was no such concept of the price changing.
Oh, it's stable, so you could
Yeah.
pre-order like 3 to 4 before the product, and the price was the price then.
Yeah.
Right.
You didn't have to worry like there was going to be a cut in it. You didn't have to worry about your stock. Like what you ordered is exactly what you got, and there was
Correct.
no issues with that.
Correct. But Gem 1 and Collect changed the game completely. Utterly complete. They changed the game. So we opened, they announced the sets, we did our magic, we put up our product pages, people were buying, and essentially we put no limit on it, right? Because our suppliers was like, you know, however much you want, keep ordering, take the orders, all is well. And we did that for a whole year, no problems, never any problems with this approach. But with Gem, what happened was there was a leadership change in China with Pokemon Company, and they changed how things happen. They changed allocations, they changed pricing, they changed literally every single thing that you can imagine for suppliers and distribution. So it was just before Christmas, and we got a message from the supplier that said, hey, all your stock is cancelled. 50,000 euros is being refunded to your account tomorrow. Sorry, I can't get you anything that you've ordered. And this is now, at this point, we felt unstoppable, right? We felt like, you know, we just took in 50,000 euros of pre-order. Like, that is insane for us.
For like 3 days. 3 days.
You know, and basically everything was cancelled. All the stock, all of it was cancelled. No one knew if they're going to get stock until the day of launch, which was a total opposite in how everything worked the year prior. So that was a very big challenge for us as a business, and a moment in time for us to go, are we a serious business or are we not? And at that point, we were sole traders. So for people that know, even if you don't declare that to revenue, anyone that sells anything for a profit is considered sole trader in Ireland. And essentially, we were using personal accounts at that point in time. We were moving large swaths of money in and out of personal accounts. It just didn't, this was not the way to do business, essentially. And then all our stock got cancelled. And that was a very big moment for us to go, okay, we need to choose if we're going to now play around or if we're going to do this now seriously. So with that whole thing that happened, that very much was the catalyst for PokiPair Store Limited, registering the business with revenue as a corporate company, you know, directors between us, 50-50, you know, going complete, full, you know, legit in how we do it, business bank accounts, all the official stamp, you know, the stamp that you get when you're a registered business to officiate your documents. That was a cool moment when I could officiate my own documents with our logo. So that was that drama in 2024.
Yeah.
And was it because of popularity rising in Chinese Simplified?
Yeah, because they started the Scarlet and Violet era with 151 and Gem 1.
That was the first set they released.
The first two sets they released the same date.
The same day, yeah. Gem 1 and 151 on the same day. So we basically got all like 20 orders a day. Like we would just like look at the phone and then put the phone down, and then an hour look at the phone, and there's just a stream of transactions of just people buying Gem, Collect. So at that point we were like, okay, let's close Sole Trader, let's do PokiPair Store Limited, let's go full legit business. And that's kind of, you know, we just marked about a year as an official business in Ireland, paying corporate taxes, accounting, all the lovely stuff that comes with operating business in Ireland.
So this is your 1 year mark around this time?
Yeah, literally.
January.
Congrats. You survived.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you.
How...
We're actually going to do our first, annual returns with our accountants for the first time. So we're learning a lot about that aspect of business. Neither of us have that background in any of that. So we have to rely on accountants and such to kind of get through the complex stuff.
So how was year one?
It was great.
It was really good.
It was really good. It was better than we thought. Like way. I don't think we would have ever been able to predict how big year one was for us. It allowed us to expand into different things, and I could see Phantom, implying a little bit about B2B. So now that we've got a whole year of stable work, we thought, hey, we can offer this to businesses. We have a solid supplier now, a supplier that, and sorry, just to go back to the whole pre-ordering thing, right? So that was another big rule for as a business that we implemented as that happened, is that we never ever sell anything that we have not paid for and is en route to us.
Okay. Yeah.
So at that point in time, we were taking money and the product was not confirmed. We don't know if we were going to get it. You can call it irresponsible because it kind of is.
Yeah.
It really is. It really, really is to play with allocations and not knowing your allocation and selling before that. So a big change was made and a conscious decision was made to never ever sell anything anymore that we have not paid for and is en route to us, which meant also we'd be able to ship it out quicker. People pay the money and it gets shipped out quick after that. So that was a big change for us. We got better suppliers because of this. Who cancels 50,000 euro of stock? He did it without any emotion. It was just like, hey, sorry, cancelled. Sorry about your shirt. Here's your money back. And then we ever worked with this person ever again. So that was a big. I thought we were gonna die. Like, I was like, no one will ever trust us ever again. Why would they trust us? We lied. Like.
We lied. Maybe just don't phrase it that way.
Well, for me,
he says we lied, but we were very honest throughout with all the customers at the time. Like, this has happened, this has happened, this has happened, and we literally we were very transparent about it because we'd seen other shops that we know had the exact same issue as us, and they were lying because we obviously all know the actual story, and they were telling a completely different story than what's actually happened. So we've always just decided, since that whole thing, like, we're going to be as transparent as ever regarding everything we can.
And we still have people that went through that drama that still supports us today, right? So I think that was an important moment for us to prove to people that you can trust us. Yeah. And those people are still with us today. Like, we still see those names, placing orders on latest products and such. And we're ever grateful for those people and in trusting us. Because we haven't even told you the other half of how we struggled to get some of this money back to people because PayPal couldn't take the money back. And
PayPal basically locked our accounts at one point. And we're like, you made too much money too quickly. Yeah. So now we're going to hold all the cash.
And then we couldn't put the cash back in to refund people. And then people were like, where's our money? And PayPal's not allowing us to put the money back to refund you. And it was like, we didn't rest. We didn't have a good Christmas. We didn't have a good New Year's. That was the lowest of lows in the business. But that I'm glad it happened then, because that set the tone for the rest of the year for us in how we act, how we guide ourselves in making decisions, how we're transparent, how we communicate. We're firm believers of high customer satisfaction and making sure people are happy with what they're doing with us and that they can trust us. So I'm glad we went through that, because I'm glad we did it then and not later in the year when it was bigger stakes.
That's still scary though. That had to have been
what a wild ride, like.
very scary. Well, I mean, you obviously turned it around if you're a year into full-on business and you're saying it was a good year, so kudos.
Yeah,
well done on turning around something like that, which had to have been terrifying.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It was. Like he said, like, he thought it was the end of the business.
He thought he was going to die, were his words.
Yeah. He is very dramatic. But luckily that was not the case at all.
I'd love to take a little detour. Still business oriented, but I'd like to talk about the vending side of things.
Yes.
So I don't know if you guys have always vended for as long as I remember. When did you guys start vending?
Emerald.
What?
No, Irish gaming show. It was first Irish gaming show.
The Irish gaming show, which was about a month before Emerald. Yeah.
Just gone.
Yeah.
No. That was Irish Card Market, the one we were just at. But they have the other one, the game.
I mean, show. end of 2025.
Yeah.
Yes.
What? I feel like I've seen you guys like all the time. Seriously.
Did you do one, or you're doing one with PokiPair?
Yes.
Yeah, we're doing one with her in March.
Oh, that'll be very good.
Yeah, very excited for that.
We've actually self-proclaimed March as PokiPair month because the whole month is basically us. So we've got Decks and PokiPair on the 14th.
14th of March, yeah.
And then we've got Kilkenny show with Zudu Comics, or Alex with Crystal and Rip the Chase and Crackin'Deano cards.
Mm-hmm.
And then weekend following is PokeOlive, PWC, and PokiPair. So the whole of March is basically PokiPair. You guys are going to be sick of us at the end of the month. But yeah, March is going to be a very busy month. We were very hesitant with vending.
Yeah.
Very hesitant.
I was going to ask, because I genuinely felt like you guys had been vending for a lot longer. So, number one, why not? Number two, why then did you start?
I think it goes back to the where it may not seem so, but we are private people. We are reserved, a bit shy people. So vending was a big step up to putting ourselves out there.
Okay.
If you look at our Instagram, I'm sure you saw, but there's basically no photos of us. It's photos of products and cards, but we don't make ourselves as the focus in our business in selling it, right? So YouTube was a big moment for us to be on camera with the faces the first time. We have, I think, 2 pictures of ourselves on Instagram out of like 100. So vending was just that like last frontier of being fully open in public for people to interact with us. But so many people were encouraging us and saying to us, Omar, a friend that's very much introduced us to this entire world. If it was not for Omar Pimfaro, we would not know any of you. We would be, doing our own thing. So he introduced us very much to this world. He was always saying to us, you guys should vend, you should vend, you should vend. Some guys also said, you're the only one selling Chinese. So go put it out for people, let people come and engage with it and see it. So we did the Irish card market or gaming, and it was pretty good.
It's fun, yeah.
It was 2 days, which is not something we're a big fan of. We don't like the 2-day vending.
Okay.
Like 1 day intense, do everything, and then the next day rest is more ideal for us.
But literally right after like that, the end of that night, I think Quinton messaged Marty and he was like, hey, is there a spot still at Emerald? We want to go.
And I think there was not a lot left.
Yeah.
And then we luckily got in, and that was an eye-opening experience.
Yeah.
Emerald card show.
Big show.
It was so fun.
That was a big show.
Yeah, that was so fun. We were like, okay, we're going to really go into that in the new year. So now that's like one of our big goals this year, is to really just be vending a lot more.
Correct. So
brilliant.
There's things practically booked out till April.
Yeah.
Everyone knows the big ones. Dublin Card Show coming up, Ireland Card Show, 3 pop-ups in March, Crystal Card Show.
Announcing something soon, I think.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I
Emerald.
think Emerald are about to announce something.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. And just a very quick sidestep, that was doing all those events for us was also then another thing we started offering on the website, and that's to list all the events happening in Ireland as events. So we're using our platform now to just let other people participate in that. I'm not saying I'm uplifting anyone, but I'm giving a platform for people to be there and put your events there for free. Anyone can message us and put your event up there, and it's part of the website for other people to see. we couldn't keep track of all the events, so we just replicated what we did with set lists. Let's turn it around and make it easy for people to see all the events in one place.
That's one of the most beautiful things I've ever heard, because like even in my own Discord, it's constant like, does anybody know what shows are up next? And then people are listing like 20 different shows. One or two of us have put in like a document, but then 2 weeks later 2 more shows are announced. So that's brilliant. So if anybody, again, just bookmark PokiPair.com on the top of your browser. Just use it as your resource for everything. So you guys enjoyed the vending?
Yeah.
Yes, it's fun.
A lot more than I thought we would.
We were very surprised at Emerald Show with people from Germany flying in.
Yeah, so we had a good few of our actual customers fly in for the weekend to come and meet us.
Wow.
Also, like, really wild for us, because we were like, who does that? But we met like a good few customers, which was really exciting, and they brought like treats and snacks and all sorts of goodies.
Yeah, it was unreal.
Yeah,
such a good community. Like, really?
I love Pokemon in Ireland.
Yeah.
This is wonderful.
Warm your heart, like.
Oh my god, I love hearing things like that. That they come over from Germany just to see you guys.
Yeah,
yeah,
it was really cool.
And they had a good time selling their stuff to Pokey Craig. The one guy I think sold like
he cashed out his entire collection.
Yeah,
which was a good chunk of change.
So he just kept buying, coming past,
he rolled up to us then with like a whole stack of notes, and we were like, oh boy.
Pulled the
Jeez.
Charizard SAR from Inferno X from a box that he bought today from us. So he had a blast, you know, sold his collection, got a bunch of cash, opened one Japanese box, got the SAR. Great day.
Yeah, he had loads of fun.
I wouldn't know what that's like anyway.
No, me either.
5 boxes of them bloody Inferno X's.
Yeah, I have.
Dano's pulled out with them.
3 if you count the English one. Just saying.
Just rub it in a bit more.
Yeah, of course.
But the vibe at the card shows is just incredible, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Just
a lot of fun.
The atmosphere, and I think we had this debate on the last one when we had Conrad on. And I have this debate with Kelly Oggs all the time, but he always talks about how wonderful it is to be a vendor. And I'm like, no, because then I won't get to be on the floor. I think just in general, just the shows are just, no matter what side of the table you're on,
making bad financial decisions.
we once went to a one of the shows with a bunch of cash, and we're like, cool, this is our budget. And then we just kept swiping and then just never using cash. And then at the end, you're like, well, there's still the budget cash that's left, right?
So let's go spend that
let's
cash.
Let's go spend the cash budget as well. And it just
never works out.
Every time. I actually think at the Irish card market, so I was at your guys, I bought off you for the challenge. Then after the video was down, I went back to get stuff to open that night. And I was like, yeah, can I swipe my card? Because I had spent the challenge cash, then I had spent my own cash, and then I was like, oh, I'm not done. Like, I gotta buy more stuff. It's awful. It's dreadful. So bad.
So do you guys open much anymore yourselves, or are you collecting, or are you chasing?
No, we open all the
sickening
time.
amounts sometimes.
Yeah.
For Emerald, we actually had a shipment that was delayed
with all our singles.
And we then went into the personal collection and started ripping boxes to
singles.
And we opened up 2,000 euro of boxes, sealed boxes, just literally degenerate ripping, like just like,
so
cool,
fun.
let's get going. And would you believe it? We pulled worth of cards from 2,000 euro of hits.
No
broke
way.
It even.
We literally broke it.
That's
up.
insane.
With the fun of opening all them packs.
And it was tag team.
It was tag team Chinese.
What we started with, so it was very fun.
What brought us into the business, you know, like, and let me tell you, tag team jumbo is legendary to open. These booster boxes look unreal. I actually want to quickly show you guys what a Chinese jumbo booster box looks like, because I'm sure you've never seen this.
Please.
I just need a minute to show you.
While he's running off, and I literally spoke to you guys at your table, talking about how some of the Chinese boxes and the products, like why do we not see any of that kind of stuff? I think you guys had a thing with like a dinner set, like a plate or something in one of the boxes.
Yeah, at Autumn Festival where they literally had a porcelain plate as one of the gift boxes. And then it came with also 151 as a pack in it as well. So like they really go
bizarre.
The boxes are so nice. The gift boxes, the like premium collections, all the different types of stuff. It's not like English where we just get, Regirock EX collection, and it's the same every time. There's some of the stuff that it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
This bad boy. Wow.
So this has got the Gengar Mimikyu, the Mew and Mewtwo from Tag Team, the Giratina and Lucario, like amazing cards, and these you don't get as easily anymore. Like this came from a sealed case as well. Yeah. So usually these were like very, damaged and such. I think these booster boxes, when we got into the scene, was like 200 a box. And I think today they're probably about 900 to 1,000, so they're just kind of exploding. So we ripped, absolutely not, Jack. We're not going to rip this.
I was just going to ask, you're ripping that now, right?
You got your sleeves ready.
But essentially we rip opened, I think 2 of each of the 3. So we opened 6 jumbo booster boxes.
Because you're guaranteed with those ones, as we said earlier, like the jumbo packs, you're guaranteed a hit.
Yeah.
But with the jumbo boxes, you were guaranteed 3 SRs as well.
Alts.
Yeah, alternate arts on top of that.
So the
you were
old
gonna get
alts from
something
Sun and
good.
Moon, where it was real like alt, territory. So I think we pulled like one of these booster boxes. So I think there's about 5.
The chat is going crazy for you to open them. By the way. It's just everyone with BFD, bad financial decision, like open it, do it.
The tag is going to be forever popular, right? And again, for the price, if you compare it to English or whatever, it's insane. You're never going to open these sets ever. And that's the big, again, draw for me with Chinese. But back to that story with the vending. So we took a massive risk. We opened 6 of these. We were never even supposed to open these cases, right? So this was supposed to be in
just
the
lock
storage.
it away. Don't look at it.
And we were like, no, we need to open up. And we looked at break even on them. And I think we've sold all of them. And we could sell them as near mint because they were literally near mint. They were not pack fresh hits. We hit like all the big ones, like the Mew, Mewtwo alt, Gengar alt. We had some trainers, Red's Pikachu. Like name any memorable tag team card. We had that.
Magikarp Wailord.
Sorry.
Magikarp Wailord.
We did, yeah.
I really want this card.
The only one we didn't pull was the Latios and Latios Heart one.
Yes.
That was literally the one I wanted, but we pulled everything else but that one.
Oh.
I'm going to open up so much simplified
what kind
Chinese.
Of money is the Chinese Magikarp Wailord going for now?
It's not bad. I think it's like 150.
Okay, that card used to be 50.
Yeah, it used to be 50. Now it's 150.
I remember that I sold that card for 50 shipped.
Yeah.
Like about a year ago.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm saying
I think the English one is up on like 800 or 900 euro.
Yeah. So I'm never someone that wants to let people feel FOMO, right? But Chinese is just exploding in price. It's going up. Latios GX. My very famous story is I bought a PSA 10 shipped of Latios GX alt for 117 euro.
Yeah.
Just think about that. Like that card raw.
Do you still have it?
We sold it stupidly. I think that card today is like 900. It's going to break 1,000. We have it in raw. We sold the slab.
That's still good though.
Meow.
I did not invite that cat onto the podcast.
So the Magikarp and Wailord, get that as soon as possible. I'm not even joking. Get it as soon as possible.
Yeah, might, because it's just beyond my reach in English, definitely.
Yeah, that's the thing. And that's something that we've always grappled with Chinese, is that it's one thing for us to be promoting Chinese, but then it's another thing that we own a business in promoting that product, right? So there's always that kind of layer that I'm always conscious of and not overpassing or trespassing to tell people like, hey, there's Chinese, it's amazing, but I'm also the one selling it. You know?
Yeah.
There is that balance. But with Chinese, I don't know how else to sell it, as it is cheaper than English and Japanese.
Yeah.
And it is Japanese quality, right?
It's Japanese quality. It's printed in the same factory as the Japanese stuff. So it's not even that it's in a different place. It's in the same print runs as Japanese stuff. So you're getting Japanese textures. You're getting that quality. It's in fact actually a bit brighter. The saturation is higher on Chinese cards. So if you actually compare with Japanese even, I think they just kind of make it a bit more.
A little bit more.
Yeah.
A little more pop.
Oof. So it pops even more.
It does.
And then it's got the texture, so it looks really good.
Guys, I'm gonna open so much simplified Chinese after this conversation. Like genuinely.
And it's not expensive. You can literally go open up the latest set for, I think we're selling it for like $28.
Yeah.
You know, a full entire booster box for $28. That's unbeatable value.
What's the most recent set? Not the gem packs, like what's the most recent regular set?
Late Awakening.
Late Awakening, which is that Greninja SAR, that
Twilight
Terra
Masquerade?
One? Yeah.
Twilight Masquerade, yeah.
And then we got the new one coming out the 13th of March, Bright Fantasy. So that's got Milotic, is that how you say it?
Melodic.
The one from Surgeon Sparks?
Yeah. And then there's an exclusive Carmine Trainer SAR in that one. So that's a really cool card.
Yes.
I don't know if you've
Twilight as well, the one where she has like an apple or something, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's a different one. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So.
Damn.
I'm still thinking about that Wailord Magikarp now.
Will it be
my favorite?
Will it be on the table on Saturday?
Yes.
I have it, I have a few. Yeah.
Oh.
I've got early entrance. I'll be right there.
Someone in the chat, get early entrance, get there, buy a quick, offer to run for 200. You're welcome.
No.
Just give me a 5% commission for the idea and we're good. I also just want to point out, so as with every guest, we get on before the podcast to just have a quick discussion, make sure everything's working okay. And as with every guest, I was like, what's your time frame like? And they were like, oh, maybe about an hour should be fine. So we're an hour and 50 in. How are you guys feeling?
Quite a lot though. It's quick how quickly it goes. But there's so much to talk about in Chinese, you know, and that's an element at the vending that is huge. This interaction we just had happens 20 times when I'm vending.
Mm-hmm.
Because people are looking at these products, they're like, what is this?
Yeah.
What booster box? What gift box is this? And the great thing about Chinese products is that the cases that they come in act as display cases as well. So you just kind of open the front and flip it back. You know how you do in the English
That's right.
box?
Yeah, I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all the Chinese stuff does that. And usually on that boxes, they kind of show what's in it. So they show like the hits or whatever. But that's a massive element of vending that takes a big tax on us because we have to explain everything. What's in the sets? Why is it different? Why are they breaking things up? The stamp of authenticity. So we've actually started to put up a QR code to the set list on the site because it's like, you know, I've got customers to serve. We've got people that want to pay. I would love to keep chatting about it, but go watch YouTube, go watch the set list, go read the everything to know news articles that we write. There's so much different mediums for you to engage with Chinese on our site. You choose how you want to engage, text or video or whatever.
Just to highlight, Kellyoggs has announced that if you use the Beyond the Packs discount code at the PokiPair table, you get 1% off the Wailord at the count.
A nice €4 discount there.
There's a couple of people asking me in the chat to do Chinese box break. Let me work on that, and I'll come back to you.
You have to find a supplier.
Have to get a supplier. Guys, look, I am conscious of time because I don't want to keep you guys for way over 2 hours. Let's go because we could, as you said, we could chat all night. And like every guest, I would love to have you guys back in for, a 6-month check-in or a 1-year check-in, see how things have changed and grown. But for now, can you give us an idea of, I know you mentioned you want to vend for the year. What does a great 2026 look like for you guys?
I've spoken a lot. My throat is flaring up at this point, so that's a sign for me to stop.
I think this year we're actually kind of focusing a lot on the business to business. We really hyper focused that already in January, and we've kind of exceeded our goal for January already. So we're really going to focus on that this year, and we want to move also back into the YouTube space just because we fell off at the end of last year completely. And again, just make sure like we're doing short content, long content, and just make sure we're getting all the information we can out there. So simple goals, but
yeah,
very good.
Looking
and
forward
just very, very, very important. With next Saturday, you know exactly where your table is. Has the table plans gone out yet?
They haven't actually told us. We know first floor.
Don't tell them. Don't tell them. Don't tell them.
Our banner up, so it will be easy to find us. So we got a nice
one of those
big
banner things.
Printed banner. So green. One. We're gonna have singles. We're gonna have sealed booster boxes. We're gonna have gift boxes, slabs. We haven't brought out the slabs in a while, so we've got a lot of Chinese slabs, a lot of exclusive ones. So we're gonna have a lot of slabs. So come and have a look. Lots of singles. We tomorrow sourced singles from Sun and Moon, Sword and Shield, and Scarlet and Violet. She went through every set and picked at least probably 10 from every single set in Chinese and brought in those singles. It was literally 5,000 euros of singles that we bought for all of these shows. So we've got multiple Whale Lords. So don't worry. If the first one's gone, there's a second one. But I can't find the second one. It's going to last a long time.
The first one's not going to last a long time.
All right, guys. I know there was a couple of questions throughout the episode. Now is your chance. If you've got any questions for the PokiPair, now is your chance, or forever hold your peace. We'll keep them for a few more minutes if people want to throw in their questions or beautiful comments, whatever you want to put in. We won't keep you guys too much longer.
Thank you. I did see Phantom Pools ask if we'll have booster boxes. Absolutely. We're hoping to have Gem 4.
We will have Gem 4, just we don't know how much.
Yes, sorry, because it did get stuck in China, and China's closed at the moment. So we might have the latest Gem 4.
No, we will. We have one case that we've opened.
Correct.
4 boxes from, and then we're like, cool, let's just hold those boxes.
Correct.
So we either will have half a case or we'll have a few cases.
Exactly. Let's hope a lot.
Well, I will be buying one, so put one aside. We do have a question there
for next weekend.
Question from Conrad. I don't know if mentioned, but favorite Chinese exclusive card, both of you.
Ooh. I have to say the Mew 151, that special one that's like 100K. That for me, like the artwork was
beautiful.
Perfect.
We were ready to pay 2,000 for it, and then everyone told us it's gonna go down, and it never went down.
Went up.
We're quite mad.
Yeah, we're very mad
it's
about
the only Chinese exclusive we're not going to get, because we've got all of them at this point.
Others,
so we've collected each one of them each time as they come. I'd say my favorite is probably going to be the Gengar and Pikachu.
That's a great one. Yeah, from 151.
And then we bought one and graded it and got a 10, PSA 10. So I'm quite chuffed that we got that one. But I would say if I have to go to the older ones, which is not, but it's not exclusive. The tag teams is undefeated for me. I'd say the Gengar and Pikachu, and then the Mew for you.
Very good pick.
We won't own the second one.
From Kulchi, biggest Pokemon hot take. Simplified Chinese is the best. You have to say that. You have to.
You go first. What's your hot take?
It's a tough one because if you have any, you're almost like nervous of what the reception will be.
I think Slabs is a little bit overrated.
I agree on that one.
I genuinely think that's something I don't participate in.
Yeah.
Like I did my grading for that one Pikachu card and I was like, I got a 10, but it does nothing for me. I like a card in a binder. I want to see it in a binder, and it's cool to have an expensive card in a binder.
Yeah. I love hot takes. I'm just waiting for the chat to be like.
I can see where you're coming from, all right. I think the only reason I like Slabs is just as a display piece in a cabinet, or that's the only kind of reason, I suppose, and to keep it extra safe if it's something that's kind of personal or very sentimental.
I never owned an expensive card until I owned Pikachu and Gengar, which at that point in time I paid like 1,500 for that. So at that point, then that was the first time I was like, okay, I need to put this thing in a slab because I'm not just like let this thing bend or whatever, right? So I get totally for the preservation aspect of it. That's definitely it. But people grading the Burger Chew, to flip and sell, I think that's pointless. It's time. You're slowing everyone's PSA submissions down. Burger Chew's the reason why PSA is slow, guys, because how many thousands have been sent in?
Thousands.
Thousands. Fair point.
Thousands.
So the population's just ridiculous.
Not a question, but a nice little comment from Bran. I just want to say it's always been a pleasure to deal with Quinton and Tamara, and I'm looking forward to more in 2026.
Absolutely. Thank you, man.
To hear. You do not get a discount on the Waylord. That is for Ron. Our old buddy Dex Frank is in. What's your favorite Pokemon?
Arcanine and Growlithe. It's a combo for me.
Yeah, mine's probably Abra and the whole evolution of Abra line. Alakazam.
Nice.
Nice. It's
no Kadabra for a while.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, favorite. I've got a few Pokemon. We've got a nice binder with our favorites in it. Drowsy is a new favorite, and Alolan Raichu.
Alolan Raichu.
That's my new favorite.
Raichu. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cute Pokemon.
Lovely cards.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very good.
151 surprise? Question mark.
151 surprise. You
have the jumbo.
Correct.
Yeah.
And that's where that Pikachu and Gengar's from. It's from the surprise set.
And the Bubble Mew's in it. Yeah.
Oh, I like this question.
Guys, you're killing me here.
So from one of our co-hosts, Jimmy Kellyogs, would you host a Pokemon Go event in Ireland under the PokiPair banner?
Sure.
But do you still play?
No. I think with a lot of things in life, like with me, is I tend to go extremely deep into something, and then once I'm done, I'm kind of done. Like
Gotcha.
I've seen it all, and in Pokemon Go, it's like I can't. There's no higher high than what I had with that, right? So after that, I don't know when last I logged in. I think when we came to Ireland, we played a bit more because there was a lot more Pokestops here than there was in South Africa. But
top 3 sets overall, Phantom Pulls. Overall, I'm assuming Phantom means English, Japanese, simplified overall. Chinese,
V-Star.
Yeah,
for me.
That was a fave.
Mega Dream.
Oh, I love Mega Dream.
was insane. That was a very fun set.
Beautiful.
I know in English it's an even bigger set, you know, which makes me sad because I would love to get that Pikachu from Mega Dream, that came from the start.
Someday.
And then third one would be my personal one would be then the tag teams. Absolutely. I can open up tag teams every day.
Go on. Nothing stopping.
Please do.
PokeNation Air, which I think is Aaron. Do Chinese slabs compare with Japanese or even English, or are they much cheaper again?
They're a lot cheaper. So again, like the Latios Latias example, I don't know what that is in English and Japanese. I'm gonna guess 3,000 to 4,000 plus,
probably.
PSA 10. And in Chinese, you've got that at around 700 to 900 for PSA 10. So
wow.
Fast difference. I also think that Chinese has a very high gem rate. So we've graded about 50 cards maybe in total, and I'd say about 40 of them came back as 10s.
Really?
Wow.
So it's a mix of the person that did it for us in China that had a keen eye to spot damage and, you know, things like that and really qualify them. But I think if you are someone that likes slabs, you want an alternative, again, Chinese is going to be the play. Easy to grade. They look amazing. Saturation is a bit better, and good chance you're going to get a good rate, you know, quality rating on it.
So I guess the answer is for now. I mean,
For now, yeah.
Well, I mean, when you look at how Japanese has grown in popularity due to the lack of being able to get English, if things continue the way they are, could we see the same pattern?
Well, we're moving into an interesting part of Chinese, right? So my favorite part of Scarlet and Violet was actually the part that no one liked. So Wild Force, Cyber Judge, Mask of Change. I loved those sets. Those were amazing sets, right? People didn't like them that much. They're the ones that's right now in Chinese, and I'm loving it to open those. But I would say the better half of Scarlet and Violet objectively is coming still in Chinese. So Destined Rivals is coming this year. I cannot wait to see what the Chinese are going to do with their boxes, their gift box.
Yeah, we were actually talking about it the other day. Like, what are they going to do for like team gift boxes? Because they're definitely something crazy for them.
I wouldn't say they did justice for Destined Rivals in English or Japanese. Yes, we got the case in Japanese, the suitcase.
Yeah, but it wasn't enough.
But that was. It was just that, right? And yeah, there was the shirts. I get that.
Yeah.
But
Giovanni suit with a booster box.
Yeah. Exactly. So I'm quite excited to see that. And then they've got Prismatic coming up. So Prismatic go through the Chinese treatment. We also have Journey Together that needs to get the Chinese treatment. Chinese loves their trainers. So I promise you now, you're going to see amazing trainers featured with their Pokemon and their products.
And the exclusive arts, because they seem to be doing one per set at least.
Correct.
So they're probably staying with that. We're definitely going to have one exclusive card per set. So can't wait to see what those are.
And then what's the last one? Black Bolt and White Flare is the last ones. And then we're going to go straight into Mega and such, right? So I think there's a second wind coming for Chinese, and then we have no clue what Gem is going to do. We haven't even.
I was just going to say that's like if Gem Pack started off the way they did. Oh boy,
who knows what's happening there?
This is going to be fun.
So I think if English continues to be inaccessible and expensive for people, because I can't remember last when I bought a booster box. I genuinely don't in English. I think it was like Obsidian Flames last. Because it's expensive, it's hard to get. It's immediately bought out wherever you go. You only get a few turns or a boost bundle or an ETB here and there, you know. So if that trend continues, I do think there will be life in Chinese. And I think at this point, people have come around. I think the events have done even more legwork for us to evangelize the simplified Chinese way of things. So I think the future is bright, regardless, for Chinese.
Without a doubt.
All right,
And
guys.
good assets, distant rivals. Like, I literally cannot wait to see what Chinese is going to do for it.
I'm getting excited. I'm getting excited. All right, guys, we'll take maybe one or two more questions and then we might wrap it up. Voltorb, another vendor in the scene that we all are probably aware of. Welcome in. I think you've been in for a while now. No, that wasn't the question. Sorry. Who asked? Jack. Sorry. Jack, did you guys get one of the ETBs yesterday? And did you get any hits?
Yeah, we got one ETB. Quinton had me driving around, and I only got one. But we got the Vicavolt's art rare, and then the Mega Diancie special illustration.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. That was really cool.
I think we got like 5 hits, including EXs.
From one ETB, so I was actually quite happy about that one ETB.
We opened like 5 Phantasmal ETBs and got nothing.
Nothing.
Like 0.
Not even an EX. It was atrocious.
That's smug. Look at him.
I wasn't going to say anything.
Yeah, you were. What are you talking about?
All right, guys, I think we have the last question here. I know Gary is a big fan of Japanese, and Gary's taught me a lot about Japanese, so I know where his question is coming from. Is there guaranteed hit rates in the Chinese, simplified Chinese, the way there is in Japanese?
So they did do guarantees up into the middle of Sword and Shield. I think it's to
9 colors.
No, yeah, to 9 colors gathering was the last guaranteed. And then afterwards, there's no guaranteed in the jumpers or the slims. But the bonus of that is that you can hit a guard box in the jumbo boxes, which means you got an SR and above for every pack. So I think we opened one box. It was actually a video, and we managed to also pull the Giratina alt arts.
Yeah.
From one of those boxes.
Correct. And in the collect box, for example, we got a SR in every pack. Yeah. And there were 6 packs. So, and we've hit probably like 10 guard boxes at this point in Chinese.
So they're quite common.
So it's a little bit of both. So there's no guaranteed, but
you can really
hit it pretty big.
You don't have to sell it to me anymore, guys. I'm buying loads off you at the show, okay? All right, guys, I think that's the last question. Now remember to hang on after the guys drop off. Ron, we still have an announcement to make? We do?
Sure.
Okay, perfect. Guys, I think that's all the questions that were in. Before I sign you guys off, Quinton and Tamara, if you want to hang out in the room after, you're more than welcome. We'd maybe be 5 or 10 minutes. If you want to leave, no problem. Guys, first of all, thank you to everybody in the chat who was in with questions, comments, funny remarks, tried to get us to open some tag team and failed. We do appreciate we appreciate everybody that was in. Looking forward to seeing everybody at the show on Saturday. Thank you to Ron, my co-host, who came, showered, washed and cleaned, which I appreciate. And of course, a huge thank you to our guests, Quinton and Tamara, aka PokiPair. Guys, it was an absolute pleasure. This has been one of my favorite episodes. You guys have blown my mind about 10 times throughout the episode. I will spend a lot of money on simplified Chinese going forward. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for coming on.
Thank you.
Pleasure, and thank you for bringing us. It's a big honor to be asked to come onto this, and I said it, in person to you, and I'll say it again. I think this series is going to be one of the greats. Looking back in 5 years, documenting the scene. Again, I'm a big believer in carrying over information into the future and looking back into that. And I think what you're doing here is a different form of what we're doing. So we're big supporters of what you're doing. Please keep doing it. Please invite everyone in the community to come on. And I can't wait to look this back. And the comments and the chat has been amazing tonight. So thank you for bringing us. Really appreciate you.
That's very kind of you guys. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. Thank you. Guys, we'll boot you out of the room for a couple of minutes and we'll catch you after, okay?
All right. Cheers, guys.
Bye,
Thank you so much.
All right. Give me 1 second. I gotta mute the guys. Oh, they actually dropped it. Right. It says Quinton Tamara beneath Ron's name, but Ron is here for a couple of minutes. Ron.
It's nothing big. It's just, collaborating with the people over at Candy Cards for a nice mystery giveaway. It's on my page now. You can have a look. The bags are legit. And they're stacked. Absolutely stacked. So have a look at my page over on Instagram. Let me know what you think. Get involved. And that's really it. That's really it.
What's in it?
Plenty more to come.
What's in it? I've been in here. I haven't got to see the post. What's in it?
I didn't even look. I just, my phone's kind of going 90 here, but it's just a post saying.
No, not what's in the post. What's in the mystery bag?
What's in the bag?
Yeah.
Oh, you want to see what's in the bag? Well.
Oh, can you? Oh.
Yeah, I'll show you. It's very exclusive, but
look at this, huh? Look at this. Look at this. Wow.
Candy Card Suite.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh. What have we got?
14 packs. Twilight. Surgeon. Now, they could be a bit different. They could be a bit different, but the value will be very much the same. Destined. Battle Styles. Brilliant. Chaldean Fates. Fusion Strike. Mega Dream. V-Star Universe. Inferno X. 151. Lost Origin. Paradox Rift. And each one has got a Gem 10 card. This one is Conkeldor from Pogo. But yeah, so get involved, guys. Get involved.
And there's one free for everybody in the chat. That's a joke. Don't.
But yeah, no, it's cool.
That's unbelievable. Listen, congrats on the collab. That's huge. That's beautiful bag. Beautiful giveaway.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Oh, fair play to them. Fair play to them. They've really went above and beyond for this.
Beautiful piece. And all the instructions on the giveaway is over on your Instagram page right now, yes?
All over there, yeah. I'm not going to say them because I'll mess it up.
Ron Collect's Instagram page, guys. That is how many winners?
3 winners.
3 winners.
I think it closes the 26th. We'll announce the winner live on my Instagram the night before the card show. So Friday the 27th. Nice little build up.
Beautiful. They'll love to see it, man. Love to see it. Perfect. We wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
Guys, again, thank you so much. That was a blast. I think you all have to say that conversation with
amazing.
What a chat.
Oh my God.
What a chat. I enjoyed that so much.
I'm so getting that Magikarp way load off.
I'm so giving them all my money on Saturday.
No.
Like they really
I had no idea about the set lists.
I'm on their website is stacked. Their website is unbelievable.
I had no idea.
Their website is such a good resource. It's
unreal.
Yeah, such a good resource. The blogs do, the articles do, the set lists. It's such a good resource. Yeah, they really.
Do one now.
I don't endorse what he said. Beyond the Packs does not support what he said. The gem packs. Now I'm going to be all over those gem packs.
Yeah, I know.
I'm going to be all over them gem packs.
Just completely sold on it there.
Yes, Shane, I'll see you guys on Saturday, 100%. Guys, we'll wrap it up there. We're going on 2 hours, 20 minutes. Thank you all so much for coming in, as always. Speaking to a guest for next week, waiting to confirm. But other than that, thank you so much and have a good